This is my friend Matt. He sucks at tennis. So today I'm going to try and make him look like a pro, using only a phone. Instead of using a real ball, I took a bunch of footage of Matt pretending to be playing, and used dramatic camera movements to really sell the fact that he was smashing these hits.
You're doing great, dude.
For another shot, I taped a little tripod to the end of a plank of wood, so that I would be able to get a super high top-down angle. Finally, I had Matt bounce a tennis ball up and down a couple times, so that I could have a reference of what the motion blur should look like. After doing some searching online, I found a picture of a ball that was a pretty close match to the look I was going for, so I imported that, as well as all my footage, into Videoleap. I began by picking the clips that clearly had Matt's racket in frame, and used the mixer button to bring the picture of the ball on top of the video. Next, I set a keyframe at the beginning of the photo and dragged it just out of frame. I then scrubbed to the part where the ball would be hitting the racket and used 2 fingers to resize and reposition the ball, which also created another keyframe. I skipped forward a little bit more and dragged the ball back out of frame, producing 3 separate points in total and a track for the ball to follow. I repeated this process multiple times on all the shots, and each one was a little bit different, but most consisted of playing around with the opacity and colors to make it look as realistic as possible, even though, I mean, these hits weren't that realistic.
Oh my god.
There was another part where I wanted 2 Matts to be playing in the same shot, so during filming, I had him stand on one side of the net, act out a scene, then switch sides and do the same thing. I again stacked one shot on top of the other, added a mirror mask, and played around with the feathering until it looked like one shot. After rearranging to find where the 2 Matts best interacted with one another, I brought in the ball again, and created one long track for the ball to follow, bouncing back and forth between the 2 players. Finally, for the serving shot, I took a clip of the tennis ball spinning on a drill, and used the Chroma key button to remove everything in the frame that color of blue, and again added keyframes to reposition and resize the ball, this time making it look like it soars straight up into the air. Last but not least, I added an effects layer on top of the serve, then clicked defocus and all. I turned down the opacity about halfway, and then went to the animation tab to add a fade in and fade out, which assisted in making the ball fit into the shot.